Friends. Most of us have them. Unless, of course, you grew up socially awkward or you're a One Piece fan. Kinda hard to make friends when you got 2,000 plus episodes to catch up on. And even beyond that, man, just listen to them.
Say, One Piece is the sip of that also refreshing McDonald's Sprite. Or the crisp air hitting your nuts after you take a shower with some peppermint soap. Dr. Bronson, sponsor me.
Dr. Bronson, sponsor me. One Piece fans don't take no showers, nigga. Shout out Josh, though. Shout out Josh. But no long intro today, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the different types of friends in a designated group. The first type of friend we're going to be talking about is what I like to call the violationist. This friend is the definition of EBK. Friends can get it. Enemies can get it. They'll cut anybody's ass. And these friends don't even look good themselves. Half the time they be looking like Vern from Over the Hedge. But they'll make a nigga that looks like Michael B. Jordan look like Patrick Beverly. Especially when the girls come around. Oh my god. Do not bring this friend around a female that you like. I don't care how confident you are. That man will make that girl look at you like you dirty. Very funny though, and very fun people to be around. Until you're the butt of the jokes. And it's like you can't even laugh at their jokes all the time. Laugh a little too hard and they'll mess around and hit you with that, "Boy, now I know you not laughing." That might just bring you more anxiety than when your parents ask you where your report card is at. The idiot. It just seems like no matter what the situation is, they refuse to listen. This dude will tell you what he wants out of life and then go out of his way to do the exact opposite. You know what, y'all? I want to get rich and start saving money so I could buy a car. Buys a Chrome Hearts plunger. I want to look for a wife. I want a long-term, loyal relationship. Goes out with Violet Myers. You get the point. And it's fine. If you want to convince me that the school thought will make an exception and not cheat on you, then that's your prerogative. But listen up closely, guys. Stop asking me for advice you will not take. Duke Dennis. This is the friend that... Alright, let's be real. They look kind of good. Pause. I mean, they tend to be the more aesthetically pleasing individuals out of the group. There, I said it. Perfect. I don't want to hear no comments talking about Ayo. Either that or they're just really good at being social and talking to females, or just both. They're good to have around in the sense that they'll have some baddies around them. So everyone's gonna get excited and be like, yo, like he got some baddies around him, like we might get some too, and you're not gonna get any of them. Cause the harsh reality is the baddies are there for him, not you. And if you somehow manage to muster up enough confidence to try to talk to one of those baddies that he's around, you're gonna end up sounding like that one reporter that was interviewing Janae Aiko. It's embarrassing.
What is... I'm sorry.
Usually a fan of Drake and Chris Brown because they're the only demographic that can actually relate to the stuff that they're saying. Because let's be honest, y'all, we don't listen to Drake or Chris Brown because we relate to any of the damn things that they saying. We just like them because they sound good. The stoner friend. They burn trees. Like a lot. Like smoking is their personality trait. Now these friends are probably good to have around for the people that do smoke, but I don't. So, you know what that means. Get ready to constantly hear about why smoking is actually good, to go home smelling like straight grass after hanging out with them, and maybe for them to occasionally try to convince you to take a hit. Which I'm not against weed or anything, but these friends do not sell the idea of smoking very well. For one, they be coughing a little bit too much for my comfort. Ew. If you look at a picture of them before they started smoking and compare it to how they look now, the difference is almost nightmare-inducing. But the main thing is just how much they be talking about some, I spent like $600 on gas last week, and saying stuff like, I can't eat unless I smoke. $600 on what? Are you sure you can't eat unless you smoke? Or do you have to pick one or the other because you spent too much goddamn money on your weed addiction? The hothead. This is usually the most reckless person in the bunch. You know, the type to kill a man for $1, and then when you question why, they say it's about respect. Well, yeah, man, go tell that to Bubbles, your cellmate. Like, this type of person will antagonize someone, and then after that person defends themselves, rightfully, of course, that friend will ask them if they want to fight. Like my man. That's not how this works. And the funniest thing be when these people try to throw their beef onto their friends. When these guys be arguing with their ops, they'll sit there and say something like, I can't wait for me and my guys to catch you. I don't even leave the house to catch the bus, let alone ops. You on your own with this one. Do not let these people drag you into their issues. If they're wrong, they will admit that they're wrong, and they will not drag their friends into their issues. Keep that in mind. The hothead wannabe. They have the fingers and the mouth of a hothead, but when it's time to take action, they don't have the hands of a hothead. They'll sit there and talk shit like they got nothing to lose, especially not their life. And they'll diss someone in the most creative way. Talk about a situation that got them mad for hours, knowing damn well they not doing shit. Oh, that nigga really got me tight, bro. I can't wait till I catch him. The fashion friend. And I really do wish this was as simple as someone that just dresses a little nicer than everyone else or puts a little extra work into their outfits, but it is not. It's the fact that they always feel the need to let you know that your outfit is basic and I dress better than you. Whole time, you're doing them a service just by being seen outside with them. Like they real life be looking goofy as hell. Why would you buy pieces from this runway show? And I'm into fashion myself, so I'd like to think that I'm open-minded when it comes to this stuff. So if I find something that you wearing goofy, it's probably goofy. The victim. This dude tends to be the butt of the jokes, and quite frankly, any misfortune usually happens to them. And at least in my case, it doesn't tend to be bullying because they be asking for it. They straight up do it to themselves. Everyone can just be chilling, having the typical 3 a.m. conversation about how broke everyone is and how we need to get our lives together. A pretty serious and productive conversation, if you guys know, you know. And then here comes this buffoonery.
Get your money up, you bum. What are you gonna have for dinner tonight? A mayonnaise sandwich?
The joke killer. These guys just aren't funny, which is fine. After all, if everyone's super, no one will be. Damn, 2 Incredibles references back to back. Not bad. But the point is, not everyone can be funny. Everyone plays their designated role within their friend group. But you know you're not funny, so why do you feel so obligated to make a joke every time you remotely get the chance to do so? It's like, let's take Shaquille O'Neal, right? Dominant player, but he's dominant in the post. A very crucial position, but at the same time, not the flashiest position. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal then took that and said, you know what, I want to shoot threes, and ended up taking 15 threes a game and missing every single one of them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the funniest guy on the block, but if I make a bad joke, I'll sit down and take my L. But these friends' jokes are like the Fast and Furious movies. Nobody asked for them, but yet they keep coming and coming and coming. The ugly and or awkward friend. And hats off to these friends. I gotta cut them a little bit of slack because unlike every other archetype on this list, they actually didn't choose this lifestyle for themselves. And sometimes I can relate to this one, so maybe I'm being a little biased, but I'll cut them some slack. I don't care. I'll be a little biased sometimes. But they're awkward. Very awkward. They'll hesitate to open up around their own friends, so whenever anyone else new comes around, whew, they damn near be sweating bullets. They'll usually kind of just be standing around there awkwardly, pretending like they're doing something, knowing that they don't have anything to do, looking down at their phone like 10 times per minute, knowing damn well ain't nobody texting they shit. Not even their own mother that probably hasn't talked to them in a few days, because even when they're home, they do not leave their room. Even when they just go outside, it feels like they deserve a certificate of participation, and you guys have not celebrated. Until this friend finally gets some motion with some girls. Like, god damn. This dude swear he don't care about girls. Then you look through his browser history, and it's like 8 sites that you never even seen before yourself. Like, whoa. I didn't know you was going crazy like that, king. But yeah, humans, that's all I got for you guys today. Take care of yourselves and drink water. Peace. Oh wait,